city, bitch. Rack city, bitch. Rack city, bitch. What's that on that beat? Rack city, bitch. Rack city, bitch. 10, 10, 10, 20s on your titties, bitch. 100 deep, VIP, no guest list.
Okay, no
Alright, I'm gonna do a different kind of video than I've done in a while. I haven't done like just conversational videos in a minute, just because I do a lot of shopping lately. So that being said, I am going to do a little video on piercings. Okay. So first of all, like, I guess it was piercings and tattoos. So first of all, like, what is my experience with piercings and tattoos? And my God, my experience is my first piercings were when I was like 6 months old, if not younger. My parents, it's just tradition, like a lot of people do this, and like it's tradition in my family, like when the baby is young, like when the little girl's young, you go and get her ears pierced. Like it's just tradition, like it's a West Indian thing, it's an American thing, like a lot of people do that. And a lot of people, just many people don't, but it's very common to see little babies with their ears pierced. And for that, of course, my mother took me to the doctor, and the doctor pierced my ears. That was about it. So those were my first piercings. My second piercing is my cartilage, which I actually put the ring in before it closed out having one day. I like just noticed last night I have a ring in it, and I don't know when the last one I did. So we can use this a little bit. I got my cartilage done when I was like 14, and it was kind of random. My mom and I were walking past Claire's one day, and she's like, "Hey, you want to go get your cartilage pierced?" And I was like, "Straight." And I just went, sat down, and was like, "Ow, got my cartilage pierced." Like, I don't know. And that was when I was 14. And also that time, I really wanted my nose pierced, like really bad. And I'm kind of glad I didn't do it then, but like I ended up getting it done last year anyway. But that's definitely like a piercing I wanted too. Just because I thought it was a nice addition to my face. And they say that people with more facial piercings tend to be more insecure and have lower self-esteem. I don't know how true that is, but I like to think that my self-esteem is really good. I'm a happy person, so I don't know how true that is, but hey, maybe it's something about myself, I don't know. Hey, whatever, but I thought, living with myself for 10 years, I don't know, but whatever. Also, I really wanted my nose pierced, and I ended up actually, my first personal piercing that I got myself was my belly ring, and I got my belly button pierced a couple days after my 18th birthday. And I'm telling you, I used to plot and plan, and I did like PowerPoint presentations to my parents about like why I should get my belly button pierced and like all that, and like how like big of a piercing like idea was, like how bad I wanted it. I don't know, but I really wanted it done, and I went and got it done. My boyfriend got it for me for my birthday. My ex-boyfriend at the time. You don't realize like a lot of boyfriends interview with you on my birthday. So that was my fourth piercing. And after that, like I kind of like was like, what can I get done next? What can I get done next? And my next boyfriend, about like 8 months later, probably more than that, like more like 6 months later. Yeah, like 6 months later, I was with somebody else, and he had gotten his tongue pierced for his birthday, and he was like, kind of like, you should get yours done too. And like, if you know anything about me, I'm not easily suckered into things, or I'm not really somebody who can't think for themselves. Like I usually do a pretty good job. Peer pressure was never really a big issue with me. I've always been different. And sorry, I just plugged in my iPhone. And I just kind of went with it. I was like, yeah, should I go get my tongue pierced? And he's like, well, you can't get it done unless, you don't have a vein going through there or whatever. So he was like, kind of like, let me see your tongue. I was like, and he was like, oh, you're good. You can go get your tongue pierced. I was like, okay, like, I didn't care. Someone we did kind of like together, whatever. Sentimental. He ended up being an ass anyways, but that's neither here nor there. So I went in and like a straight G. Like every time I go get stuff pierced, I'm a straight G about it. Like I went in like I'm trying to get my tongue pierced. Someone's calling me. I was like, yeah, I'm trying to get my tongue pierced. And this was like, alright. And he's a friend of my boyfriend. He gave it to us for the low. I just stuck my tongue out. I cannot stick my tongue out that long anymore. So I just kind of like stuck my tongue out, clamped it, and bow. I had a tongue ring. And I had to wait because I had braces twice. And the first time I got braces, I was like 11. The next time I got braces, I was like 17. So when I went and got my tongue pierced, I was 18. And I was trying to wait till I got my braces off and stuff, and I got my teeth done or whatever. And like I really didn't like the idea of having like metal in my mouth, because I knew it was gonna clink up against my teeth. And honestly, I haven't had any issues with it, but it could also be because I wear plastic barbells and not metal ones. I do have a couple metal ones, but I usually wear just plastic ones. I also usually wear plastic ones. Is my belly ring plastic? No, my belly ring is not plastic. But I usually wear plastic ones. My belly ring is metal, but has like plastic balls on the end, of course. The next thing I got done was not a piercing, but my first tattoo. And I got my first tattoo done. It's right here on my finger. It says love on my ring finger. And that's just something that I really believe in, and that I think love brought me here today. I think love keeps me here. My love for myself, my love for other people, my love for the things I do, is really passionate for me. And what deeper place to put it than either on your chest, across your wrist, like behind your ear so it whispers to you, like, or on your ring finger. And I just thought like a finger tattoo was kind of cool. Like a lot of people try to get me not to do it. Like, oh, it's gonna rub off in a year. I've had this for like 3 years now and it hasn't really rubbed off. I've always needed to get it touched up. I'm probably gonna get it touched up really soon. I just need it touched up. It's been like that. Yeah. But I have a tattoo on my hand. The next thing like was, you know, what am I gonna get pierced next? Like I have my tongue, my ears, my belly, like what do I want to get pierced next? And like I remember that like my passion was always to get my nose pierced. I never did. So last year, right before Thanksgiving, I went and got a tiny little stud in my nose. He originally had it a lot lower, and I did not like it there. And I wanted to put a little bit higher. You cannot see it very well from the front. So I turned inside, and it's really cute. It's small. I had never put a color in it. I had changed it once. It low-key still kind of hurts. Like it's still kind of tender, but I think this is from the pulling of the skin. It healed pretty fast. And that was the last piercing I had until yesterday. Ever since I got my tattoo, it was like a toss-up between 3 places I wanted to get pierced next. Well, 4. I either want to put some more holes in my ears, which will be, if I am ever to get any more piercings, I probably will be holes in my ears. I'm done with other body piercings. I'm done with that. That time of my life is over. I got everything I want to get now. It would be funny if in 10 years I'm like, I want to get more stuff pierced. That's not how I feel right now. But it was a toss-up after I got my tattoo if I wanted to get my nose pierced, my lip pierced, more in my ears, or my nipples. Wow. I didn't get more in my ears. I don't have a lip ring. I didn't want that to pinch up against my teeth, and I already have a tongue ring, and I ended up getting my nose pierced right. So I don't want to have a lot of oral, just like facial distraction. I think it takes away from the natural beauty, if you will, of my face, and instead of adds to it. You know what I mean? So I haven't gotten more in my ears than I considered, but I don't really know what I want to get, so I'm not going to generally get something I'm not sure about, or have thought about, or have thought about the consequences, the cleaning process, or how I feel. So that leaves 2 more places that I am not going to show you. Yes, I went like a straight G, sat down, and got my nipples pierced. Oh, I can't believe I just said that. And I went with my boyfriend, and I didn't squeeze his hand. I sat down with a straight G, like, and I kind of cussed. And it sounded kind of weird. I'm not gonna hold you up. The right one doesn't really hurt, but the left one does. They say it's psychological or if it's the initial pain, but the second, whatever one you get done second, always hurts. The left one always hurts. They're pretty even. I do have breasts, even though they are small and humble. Shakira. I do have breasts. They're pretty even. On women, it's kind of hard to get them even because we have breasts, but they're pretty good, and I'll really be able to see after the swelling goes down a little bit. They're a little bit swollen. It was my first night sleeping with them, and I'm not gonna hold you up, it wasn't that bad. They basically hurt more yesterday and last night than they do today. I cleaned them, and I'm gonna probably clean them again. I'm probably gonna end up cleaning these a lot, but you don't want to over clean them, and you don't want to under clean them. I'd rather kind of clean them like twice, maybe 3 times a day, and that's it, and leave it be. So, just a couple things on piercings, like for people who are interested. I don't know if I'm nasty or something and I like pain, but my tattoo actually like hurt and felt good at the same time, and it peels a little bit, but if your tattoo doesn't look right to you, or if it's peeling like kind of wrong, like you're gonna lose a little bit of skin. Most people do have a little bit of peeling. If it peels like deep, mine peeled a little bit deep, but if it really like, if it's just not peeling like skin's supposed to peel, if you will, I have read and I have seen that you might actually have like, I don't know if it's like an infection. I'm no tattoo artist, but you know, it's not right, basically. And I was reading about this, and I've seen it happen on people, and it seems to always happen on people's feet, but I'm once again no tattoo artist. Maybe it's because your feet are covered up a lot, but like I know people who've gotten like star tattoos on their feet, and the star like peeled off wrong. And I know one person who like kind of had an infection and like basically caught it and cured it in time. And I was reading about this one person like in a magazine, I think it was like 17 or like Cosmo, and like she had a serious like fungal infection, and I think that comes from I mean, think about it, your feet tend to be covered up a lot and they probably don't get as much air as they deserve. I'm sure that came from a cluster of things. When I go to get piercings and tattoos, I check the needles. I'm watching. In the place I went yesterday, I'm not gonna say it was the most good place to go get tattoos and piercings, but I do trust them enough to give me some nipple rings of all things. I do trust them enough for that. He gave me a fresh needle. I was sterilized like 3 times. He sterilized the needles. He had gloves on. It was real quick. He was really good about it. He was quick, and it was like really quick. He was really quick about it. So I can't hate. I really think about like tattoos and piercings like open wounds. That's how I like to think about them, and they need air. The only one that doesn't get any air is my tongue ring, which actually healed in about a day. It was only sore for like a day, and then the next day it was good. Like it was like I had to get used to was the ball sitting. It kind of has like a groove there, but the ball sitting where it does in my mouth. I had to get used to that. But honestly, like that healed the fastest. That was actually my best piercing. My ears, I don't remember. My cartilage hurt for, I am not even gonna hold you up, like more than a year. I'm not kidding. And I think it got a little bit infected, which tends to happen if you have hair, because of the products you use, the shampoos, the soaps, you have to be really careful. I went and got it done at Claire's, so they gave me the bottle of like the ear cleaning and stuff, and that was pretty cool. My nose and my nipples and my belly ring I cleaned all the same way. My belly ring I cleaned with salt water. My nose I cleaned, and my tongue ring I used Listerine. the bacteria out, and I'm telling you, it healed on a day. And I've never taken it out for more than like 5 minutes. Like, my tongue ring has been in. Like, I don't want to take it out. I love my tongue ring. I forget I have it most of the time. Most people don't know I have it. Anyways, but my nose, I use regular gold dial soap, like the hand soap. That's what they suggested to me, and I use that in the shower. And then sometimes I use a little bit of sea salt to clean it, and that works fine. My nose healed up pretty well. It was just a little tender, but it was basically healed up like, I'd say within like 2-3 months. It was really healed up. My nipples, however, I read it's going to take 4 to 6, and that's why I'm glad I got them done now, so that by the summer, like if I want to swim or something, they should be pretty good. I'm using sea salt like when I'm not in the shower with them, and I'm using dial in the shower. And the sea salt like kind of tingled a little bit, so it's awkwardly kind of soothing. My nipples do not hurt that bad today. And I'm doing pretty good. They look pretty good. They're a little bit swollen, and I'll be able to really get a look at like how even they are and stuff. That's my tattoo and piercing experience. The best advice I can give you is to really look at how you clean them, how often you clean them, how well you clean them. I don't think how often you clean them is going to affect them. I don't think cleaning them too often is going to affect them as bad as not cleaning them enough and not cleaning them well. You just gotta take care of it like it's a wound. And like if you want it to last, like you don't want an infection anywhere. You don't want any type of infection on your body, especially from a tattoo or piercing. I use A&D on my tattoo, and my tattoo was like straight in like 3 days. It was like good to go. It didn't even hurt anymore after I left the shop. It didn't hurt anymore. When I was getting it done though, there's no meat on your finger, and when meat is on that bone, like that is no joke. Like, but it's all good at the same time. My nipples, like the first one didn't hurt, and the second one, like it hurt, but like it's always my pinching, like ow, like ugh, and like I couldn't believe it, and all I said was something else. Second one, however, that hurt like hell. It did, but they actually like for sleeping on them and all that stuff, like they don't hurt that bad at all. Like they just kind of tender. So I heard the first like couple of days are the worst, and then after that it just kind of mellows out. So I look forward to my nippies and all my piercings. I don't see myself getting too many other piercings. Like I said, it'll probably be in my ears. The next thing I think I'm gonna get is like I think I have like a tattoo to get, and I'm done. Like I don't want anything else. I'm done, y'all. Like I don't like big tattoos on me. So therefore, you're not going to see any big tattoos on me. I want little tattoos of meaningful things. I believe the tattoo should have some meaning for you, not necessarily for anybody else, but meaning for you. And I don't know. That's it. That's just my opinion. And like, that's just how I feel about them. Yeah. So on that note, this is my like first video about something that isn't about shopping. And that's it. Yeah, that's the best advice I can give. Alright, bye.